they are able to.
Sorry, I am recording.
Oh,
Robert, go on.
we forgot to hit that button.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so whenever you connect to the app, you are allowing that the app to call any method that the CIPE 30 connection allows the app to execute, and that's essentially all of the methods that the wallet supports. And that means they can get a list of UTXOs from your wallet, whether they will use them or not. But you are sharing information with the app. It's essentially the we can make the analogy with cookies, right? So building transaction, it's in this case, in Game Changer case, it's not actually sharing anything with the app, but it's a yellow. I guess you decided to put yellow because you are sharing information, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's a check. A transaction is a check. It just requires some signatures. And even if it is signed and we never submit it, it has the danger inside to, I don't know, to spend a lot of money to, you know, to change things on the blockchain. So it's that's why the cover. So now we have the human side, the end user side perspective of this different way of working with wallets and apps. Let's now discuss a bit more about the developer side. If I go
wait.
Yes.
We have a great question from Jan. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, how do you feel about answering them as they come? Maybe you prefer to.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I have a mess on my screen.
I can take it because it's actually the contributor, the Dandelion contributor portal use case. So yes, Jan, imagine that. So the thing is, when you send X amount, I mean 1 ADA using my contributor portal, and in the same transaction, you are minting a token. You are minting that token with your own policy ID. It's using your own GameChanger wallet private keys to mint that token. Yes, that can be done. Given that it's in the same transaction where you are sending ADA to an address that, in this case, the event organizer knows because it's its own treasury address or event address, they could, in the future, when you show that NFT with a random policy ID because you minted it, right? So we will have 1,000 different policy IDs by each from each of the attendants to the event. You could verify that NFT or that token is valid because it was minted in a transaction sending ADA or wherever token to your treasury address, to your event address. So yeah, you could let people scan the code, let them in till the check-in of the event and check there that the token they are showing by, again, just creating a QR code, maybe from GameChanger or the app that integrates GameChanger. You could check that token, and that's it. It's what I had on mind.
Perfect. Yeah, yes, you can. I mean, understand. I need you all to understand something. Everything or almost everything that we are used to watch on the blockchain, on Cardano, on even on Web3, not just talking about transactions, we can have it here. on this DApp connector, on this wallet, because it's different and it's an entire toolbox for DApps to use. So everything maybe you're needing, you have it here. Even, for example, for DAOs, for shared treasuries, you can have shared treasuries here on this wallet as you have a normal user wallet. So now the apps can connect to your shared treasury, and your shared treasury can behave like a normal Cardano wallet. Why we are used to make differences? It's a wallet or it's not a wallet. It has data. It can sign transactions. I mean, the users owning the wallet can sign transactions. Yeah, yes. Why we cannot connect the apps, our beloved dexes, FAPs, or whatever, to shared treasury? Why not? Why we have to make differences? Account abstraction. Why cannot we have account abstraction on Cardano? This is something I'm teasing some news. With some latest developments, we are this close to have account abstractions on GameChanger Wallet because of the design of this wallet, the way it works, the way you can customize it. So, yeah, to follow what Robert said, here you have a demo. You have demos, you have examples on how you can be doing this. If I execute this via connection here, we are going to be minting an NFT. And for this exact use case that you have mentioned, we have even more to offer. Two things more to offer. Because these DApp connections are linked, when the connection ends, I click next here, continue. And when it finishes, and the NFT maybe it's already minted, we can wait until it gets minted. When this DApp connection ends, the user can be redirected to a page, carrying some information back to that page, to the app. And that the app can process that information and says, yeah, you have paid your entrance to this event through this NFT. Welcome. The wallet notifies automatically by a URL redirection to the app. This is one way you can do it. The other way is that, and I'm going to show it very quickly, because this one it's something that we have it since 2021 and people is not using it. This demo of transaction features. Okay, some other thing because this is like the development environment, I can run the code here. So what I want you to see, I'm going to run this transaction very quickly to execute this code that sends a transaction. It's going to be carried with a lot of dummy information. Don't pay attention to that. But once it ends, it succeeds. I want to show you some feature that is very important for what you are trying to accomplish or you are curious about. This one. This button. But this transaction, it's going to be validated and it's going to stay on the user wallet forever. It has this button. Maybe I need to remove it from this page, from this view, or maybe not. Maybe people can watch it from here. We need some feedback there, maybe. But basically, if I click here, or when we are watching the transaction history, I mean, if the end user, okay, let's watch it in action. Sorry for all the back and forth. So, okay, I've finalized the app connection. here we have the results that can go, for example, back to a website, to the app. Let's see this. I'm going to go to Discover, to the list of transactions. And on the list of latest transactions, we have here the transaction that we have just run. Imagine that I'm the end user. We have this button that if I click it, it says that you are about to be redirected. Of course, check the URL for security reasons, but it's there, the feature is there. So to help this real fi idea of connecting things that can be maybe in different devices, with this feature, you can, for example, I can go to the Block Explorer. I click here, and this brings me back to the Block Explorer to watch the transaction. And this is just one of all the features that you have. Yes, Jan, that it's an awesome question. Gosh, why don't you take the mic? Yes, Roe, that's a perfect answer. So, Jan, yes, this is what I was trying to say. I am sorry, everyone. I was trying to explain.
Yeah, so I started saying I don't like to code, although I know how to program, develop applications. I don't really enjoy spending time, writing JavaScript and developing a website. So what I did for Dandelion was to integrate GameChanger just because it was very straightforward. I just had to take one of the examples for minting assets and sending ADA. I copied that JSON. I developed a very minimal website that would customize that JSON. And then we'll go to GameChanger, and GameChanger will do the magic. I didn't need to know how the UTXO model works for Cardano. I didn't need to know how to sign a transaction using whatever JavaScript library that it's out there. I mean, Nami, Alessandra from Nami Wallet has made an awesome job developing Lucid, which makes using JavaScript to build transactions very easy. But I didn't want to go that path. I didn't want to go and use Mesh SDK, which also makes very, very easy to use whatever backend service to get the UTXOs, build a transaction, sign it. Yeah, I know how to do all that low level, and I enjoy understanding it. But that's just not my way of integrating that in a full-blown idea. I wanted to do something simple, and GameChanger made it like a 15 minutes task. So even for developers, I think it's very valuable to have such a convenient way to integrate Cardano. And Adriano took the hassle of developing all those examples for us to just to get inspired and go and build something very quickly. That's also what I think Martin liked about GameChanger, because I know he knows also the low level, but he wanted to focus his efforts on building a physical device, not on almost developing a wallet to do so. So yeah, I think it's cool. That's why I spend time with Adriano. Maybe not coding, that's not my thing, but helping us as much as I can.
Thanks, my friend. GameChanger wouldn't exist without your existence. So and your project's existence, Dandelion APIs. So Please, everyone, support Robert. Robert, share us the contributor portal if you want on the chat. So Jan and everyone here, this is very important. I mean, there is so much to tell about that is complicated. I know, but bear with me. This is a very important part of this talk, of this session. Why should I trust to a DApp? The building of the transaction, the management of my UTXOs, of my balances. What if we trust a brand, but somehow that brand got hacked, got infiltrated, there are issues there, and we trust the brand. We say, yes, we connect. I connect to, and I don't want to say any brand, so we are not getting into trouble, but we are trusting brands. Since Ethereum, we're trusting brands. We're not trusting exactly what is going on with the relationship between the DApp and the wallet. We are trusting brands, and the only thing we are allowed to review are transactions and message signing. But don't we care sometimes about anonymity, privacy? Don't we care about UTXO management? Don't we care about, I don't know, a lot of stuff, security? So this current model is very different from our model since 2021. In our model, I don't care about a brand. I don't want to know who the brand is. I mean, we will, but differently, but not in the way we are used to. I don't care to show you that this is a very important brand on Cardano. So every transaction that they are going to ask our users to sign should be trusted. No. Trust the code, trust the permission, the colors, and trust the code. I mean, the code. This is the DApp connection, what you are watching on the screen. Bear with me. Go to advanced. No, not advanced. Let's make it simpler. This is a DApp connection. Okay. This comes from a DApp or from a user, from a QR code, from a hardware. I don't trust it. Or maybe I trust it, but I want to clone it. I want to copy it. 2 clicks. You click on this button and you say, I want to edit this DApp connection on the IDE of the wallet, on the editor. This is it. Here you have the code that DApp or that user, that QR code, that hardware is asking you to execute. What this means is that you as a user have total control of what is happening with your wallet. If you don't agree with a part of the code, you remove it. If you want to change it, you change it. And Jan, if you need to mint NFTs and you have discovered that someone is doing it, you just open the code, you copy the code, that's it. And you start building your own solution. This is why it's not a very auditable system. It's a very collaborative, ready, sorry for the wording, technology. It allows you to collaborate with other builders and to start building upon the works of any other developer out there. And there are much more other to talk about this thing, but these are the building blocks, right? So the last thing, crazy thing that this wallet has. The wallet itself is presented this way. So if you want to audit what the wallet is doing, or you want to learn how the wallet is doing things, you just go and do the same with the wallet. An example. We have we have been offering this NFT collection minter since 2021. If I grab an image, sorry, here. If I grab an image here, it can be more than one, but I just have one here, and I make a quick collection. I can fill automatically those fields. I click continue. This is going to be uploaded to IPFS. I say yes. So we design the draw. We design where these NFTs are going to be distributed. In this case, just to my own address, but I can change it, or I can add more recipients here. Check this out. I click here, and here we are presented with the Dapps connector of the wallet once again. If I click continue, next, you know what is going to happen. We're going to be minting an NFT. But in this case, Jan, you are interested in minting on your own, making maybe your own Dapps, or maybe a link, making just a link or a QR code to mint and replicate this mint on every user wallet. So I don't click continue. I click on edit in Playground IDE. And that's it. Here you have the code. Here you have the code that the wallet uses to mint your NFTs. Here you can audit my work, and here you can learn, and you can copy and replicate, fork, clone this code to build your own stuff. This is GameChanger, and these are just this is the basic intro of what this can do. Because after maybe some questions, I can talk about the last evolution of this and what is happening right now on Fan 10, and why I need, we all need your support to completing this work, to continue this work, because an amazing world of possibilities is coming, or not coming, it's getting improved, because it's already here, because of the two Fan 10 proposals that we have on Catalyst. But okay, I don't know if anyone there has questions or I don't know. You have been...
Ricardo, I guess you can also ask them in Spanish if you prefer. By the way, I will need to jump off in 5-ish. I think you see how my face is getting darker and darker by minutes. That means it's dinner time here.
Okay, but very quickly, the last thing, and we can maybe close this or continue with whomever stays. But Fan 10, what is it? What is it that I'm talking about? I'm going to show you without audio a video. What you're watching, what you're going to watch on the screen while I talk, is a file storage protocol on-chain that is already here. You have it here if you open GameChanger Wallet. But the thing is that we want to improve it. What is this file? I mean, what is this? What is this thing? It's not about files. In this case, on the screen, you're watching how I am going to upload like 5 files to the Cardano blockchain. Yes, like pinning, like an IPFS thing, but forever on Cardano. It's not about just pinning files or maybe storing data, like files, I mean big files on Cardano. This is not the idea, not just the idea. The idea is far more than that. GameChanger uses and allows a lot of the apps out there to use this file system to make, for example, multi-sig pairings between people around the world to make to store wallet settings, so you can rest assured that you're not losing the recipes on how to reconfigure back your wallet as you had it once, and much more other stuff, like working in a collaborative way where you can import others' works and you can continue from what other people has done, like making libraries. A lot of things. Both.
It can be encrypted.
Yes, it can be encrypted. So you can store open information there, or you can maybe store information that can be encrypted, so you can have some level of privacy. On the screen, you're watching the same Dapps connector signing and sending, like, I don't know, maybe 12 transactions at the same time to upload information to the blockchain. This is not a demo, like a mock-up, like a show. It's the actual wallet. You can do this by yourselves right now. And what the team, what we are asking on Fontaine is to allow us, to support us to keep building upon this, to improve it, make it faster, and allow, for example, complete Dapps hosted on chain in such a way that you have censorship resistant applications, and you can audit, you can trust not only on the information that turns out to be the Dapps, not only the code, the data that the Dapps uses, but also the author, the origin, the maintainer of the code, the version of the code. All this stuff is right now, it's possible. We just need a bit more of love on the codes to make it more accessible to everyone. And the last one,
you just need this little amount of effort to build a decentralized GitHub on top of this.
But it's completely doable right now. Right now we can be doing it. Please, the idea was to move these sessions these days after Townhall, so we can meet new people. And so if you're interested, try to join. We are doing this space for all of you. So yes, Rob is right, and we can actually be doing this on a live session, but you have to join. Without people, it's like very boring. So the last thing, here you're watching how all the transactions are being submitted. If you watch the entire video, you will see how it ends. It ends well. And the last one, just an introduction, but this is huge. This is huge. We all know bubble fees. If not, try to Google a bit about what bubble fees are. Because of the design of the wallet since 2021, we are now being able not only to do these things that we know we were able to do back then, but we are able to validate the work. This is why our work, it's relevant, it's important, it's a nice alternative to have on Cardano. We are able to offer bubble fees to everyone, to every Dapps, out of the box. So we don't need these changes to be done at the protocol level on Cardano. We can solve this, of course, not at the same deterministical and low level, with that low level assurance that we can have it on the protocol side, but at the end, the same solution, and with the same level of assurance as any transaction has on the blockchain, on Cardano. So it's a practical approach, a practical way to solve this today. You don't have balance enough to maybe pay for your fees, for your Cardano fees, or for a payment, but you have some tokens. Okay, GameChanger will ask you, do you want to exchange automatically some tokens to complete your transaction? So replacing the not enough balance error with a window that says, do you want to exchange some tokens to complete your transaction? And that's it. So you can transact on Cardano, for example, with that, with the gimbal token, with an NFT, with NFTs, with whatever thing that can have value can be exchanged. These and sponsored transactions. So for example, maybe an SPO, an event organizers, I mean, they can have reasons, I mean, to pay for their users transaction fees. So they will be able to allow users, I mean, to allow these users to don't have to pay the transaction fees to finish to send some transactions. And this one goes to Martin. Martin, this one is also for you, because imagine your hardware, your payments. People will be able to pay with any other token, maybe. I don't know, any purchase. So this is huge. We need your support, please, to keep building, actually, for you. Thanks. Sorry for too much talking.
There's so much, Adriano.
Yes, but this is it for all of you.
Thank you. Thank you for building a framework for builders, because that's that will help real fight. And we want real fight. I want real fight more than DeFi, to be honest.
Yeah, the same here. So URLs is the only way you can connect now, but this is not going to be the only way forever. So for everyone complaining maybe that URLs, okay, but URLs are real. Everything happening on your life relies on URLs. We are
Browsers
yes,
are everywhere. So that's a way not to have to deal with app stores, by the way, which are a huge centralizing force, by the way. Tell it to anybody that have used Apple Store or have to push up an application there. But anyways, guys, it was nice to share this space with you. I promise I will pass by every Wednesday that I can, which I hopefully will be more than what I've been doing it lately. So see you.
It's awesome. We can do so much stuff here in these spaces. We can jump to do crazy stuff. So yes, always happy to have you on board, my friend.
Thanks, brother. Let's build. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, it seems like we are the last ones. Martin.
Yeah, we're the last ones. We're left again.
Thanks for coming. Hey, I'm going to stop recording. Okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's